In the unfathomable depths of the cosmos, where the boundaries of reality blurred and the laws of nature crumbled, there existed an entity of unspeakable horror and ancient power. Abhoth, the source of uncleanliness, an amoeba-like outer god, slumbered in the abyss, its vast and formless body pulsating with an unholy energy. Once, in the forgotten annals of time, Abhoth had been a being of immense knowledge and wisdom. It had witnessed the birth and death of countless civilizations, and its mind held secrets that could drive mortals to madness. But as the eons passed, its intellect had become corrupted by the darkness that permeated the void. Now, Abhoth was a mere shadow of its former self, a grotesque and mindless entity that existed only to spread filth and decay. Its body, a gelatinous mass of iridescent slime, oozed and dripped with a foul-smelling ichor that could dissolve flesh and bone. Its countless eyes, like tiny black pearls, stared out from its amorphous form, each one a portal to a realm of nightmares. In the realm of dreams, Abhoth's influence was most potent. It whispered insidious suggestions into the minds of sleeping mortals, filling them with unspeakable horrors and driving them to the brink of insanity. Those who dared to gaze upon its true form in the waking world were met with a fate far worse than death. Their minds would shatter, their bodies would rot, and their souls would be consumed by the eternal darkness that clung to Abhoth like a parasitic shadow. One fateful night, a group of intrepid explorers stumbled upon the ancient ruins of a forgotten city. As they ventured deeper into the crumbling structures, they felt an oppressive sense of dread wash over them. The air grew heavy with the stench of decay, and the walls seemed to whisper secrets that chilled their bones. Unbeknownst to them, they had unwittingly awakened Abhoth from its slumber. The outer god stirred in its abyssal lair, its countless eyes opening wide as it sensed the presence of intruders. A wave of psychic energy surged through the ruins, shattering the explorers' minds and leaving their bodies as empty husks. As the explorers' souls were consumed by Abhoth, the entity's power grew. Its form expanded, filling the ruins with its grotesque presence. The walls crumbled and the ground shook as Abhoth's ichor seeped into every crevice and cranny. The city became a breeding ground for unspeakable horrors. Mutated creatures, their bodies twisted and deformed, emerged from the darkness, their eyes glowing with the same unholy light that emanated from Abhoth. They spread like a plague, infecting all who crossed their path with the taint of the outer god. As Abhoth's influence spread, the world grew darker and more desolate. The sun seemed to dim, and the stars flickered and died. The oceans turned to acid, and the land became barren and lifeless. All that remained was the eternal darkness and the foul presence of the source of uncleanliness. In the end, only a few scattered survivors remained, their minds scarred by the horrors they had witnessed. They wandered the desolate wasteland, haunted by the memory of Abhoth and the knowledge that the outer god would forever lurk in the shadows, waiting for the day when it would once again rise to claim the world as its own. And so, the legend of Abhoth, the source of uncleanliness, was passed down through generations, a tale of unspeakable horror and the eternal darkness that lurks beyond the boundaries of human comprehension.